Hey everybody, welcome to the energy reading for September 1st. Now that's a Saturday, Saturn day. So every day has its own energy. And whether you're a Pisces or a Virgo or a Scorpio or whatever you are, this day has its own energy and it affects us all in the same way. Okay, because it's the same energy upon all signs, because it's the energy of the day. So let's do our daily energy reading now for Saturday, September 1st. And welcome, because this is my first show. So let's get started. We're going to do a simple 3-card reading, and then we'll use clarification cards to get all the information that we need to get everything underway for your Saturday. Ready? Okay. So, energy. September 1st. Saturday. September 1st. Let's see what we got. These 3 cards that we're going to pull are going to be for love, finance, and friendship. Because those are pretty much the 3 most important things that happen in our life every day, right? So, for love, let's see what the energy Saturday is bringing us for love. Everyone, all signs, no matter what you have rising, what you don't have rising, get your energy. Nice. Okay. Now, let's see what we got going on with finance. Let's get our finance on. We got some money in our lives. What's happening on Saturday? Because I know if you're like me, Saturday is just another day that you work on. Or maybe some people go out and have fun on Saturday. Maybe to some people it's a holy day. But doesn't matter, because you're still spending or making or both. So let's see energy for Saturday for finance. Wow, look what we got. Wheel of Fortune. Alrighty, now let's lay out our friends, because weekends are for friends and we're reading for Saturday. What's going on with our friends and our buddies? Are we getting together? What's happening on Saturday? If we do get together, will we have fun? Do we have an air of fun on Saturday this week? Let's check it out. Friend energy for Saturday. Have some movement there. See what we got. Oh, it's in reverse. So you have the reverse Page of Wands. So looks like the relaxation energy is pretty good. Let's start at the beginning. The Hierophant. Now, generally whenever we see the Hierophant in a reading, to me, it always reminds me of someone who's kind of staunch and they're always right, whether they're right or not. How many people know people like that? Now, with this falling into your love category and it being a 5, you know, 5s are really good for protection, but they're also really good for action too. And if you look really closely here at the Hierophant, you can see that he's got his hand up on one side, he's holding his staff in the other. He's got his 2 buddies at the bottom. Now, I don't know if this is reversed for y'all, but you can still see it. There you go. Now, what I'd like to do is take y'all into a favorite book of mine. It's really old, but let's look and see some specifics, because I like to do readings where I look at the card first and I kind of get an idea, but then a lot of times I get frustrated. You know, whenever I watch other people's shows and stuff and they just throw out some cards and they're like, oh, this means this and this means this, and I'm like, that's good, but like, give me a little more, right? So let's pull out the book and let's look up some specifics, because I tell you what, we can't always pick out every specific thing for every card that some people might be looking for. So let's just kind of narrow it down. Now, the main thing that I see here, and the main thing that I feel for like romance and love and stuff like that, it says here, wait, glasses. Oh, I can see. Let's see what we got. Romance will enter your life, but the relationship won't get off the ground because you want an elevated love. And it says here that you will not settle for less. That's going to make for an interesting weekend in your love life. It says you will sacrifice love altogether rather than have a relationship that isn't right. That makes me think about those people that we talked about in the beginning about this card. They're always right. Well, maybe you just are dealing with someone, or the person that you're with in the relationship isn't really somebody that you can talk to. Maybe you're having some issues talking with them. I mean, because it seems to me like this card right here, it just kind of seems to me like you want a deeper bond, and you know, with someone, or maybe there's a lot of blocks in your relationship and you really want to like unbind it, you know. You know, there's something happening in the energy that's kind of trying to keep you from having what you want out of the relationship. And you know, now that we've come out of all this crazy retro stuff and all this I don't know, what did somebody called it the other day, what do they call it, a season of eclipses. Well, that's all well and good, but even if we weren't having retro, and even if we weren't having all that back then, we're still with the same person. And the energy each day is still affecting us all, the energy from the day. So let's look here and see what else it says that might be related. Let's see. So it says here, your feelings of anxiety will cause you to turn within to find the answers that you need. And if that doesn't work, you'll seek the aid of others in an effort to find a solution. Maybe you're going to watch some readings on YouTube. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got here with your relationships? You know, see, it's just telling you that you're not fulfilled in this relationship because it's either non-productive or it's dissatisfying on some really deep level. And that's the energy that's going to be kind of hitting everybody. So just remember that whoever you're dealing with, this same energy is hitting them too. So they could actually be feeling pretty much the same way that you're feeling. And because of their sign and because of their own particular personality, because, you know, everybody's different, those same things are reacted to different by different people, right? I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, right? But, I mean, I think that your relationship energy right now for Saturday, it's just not panning out. All of us are having, like, if you're not in a relationship already, it's probably not going to happen on Saturday. And if it does, and you do meet somebody, it's not saying that you guys won't be able to hook up in the long term. It's just saying that Saturday's energy for hooking up, or Saturday's energy for that romantic dinner or whatever, just really isn't. It's just not kicking right now, guys. And you know, it's better to endure the little suffering and abstention than to be in a position where you have to compromise yourself for your values. So that's your energy for relationships on Saturday. Now, let's check it out. Money. I always like it when I get this, when I ask about money. Don't you? I mean, I figure if you're watching the channel, you've probably been watching readings and stuff from other people for quite some time. Or if you're new, that's what this means. Wheel of Fortune is always good when it's in the upright position. I mean, Saturday, a lot of people don't work on Saturday, or they work all week, and if you work on Saturday, you got overtime, so then you're going to be making a little extra money, so that'll be good. But the energy coming in for Saturday is just so good for starting things over, and you know, that's going back to the coming out of retrograde thing. That's what we're looking at right now, is a whole brand new beginning, and it's like, I've been looking at the cards for like pretty much all the signs and pretty much everybody that I'm looking at, and it just looks so great, and I just don't know if it's because it looks so bad for so long, or if it's because there really is some really great energy coming in. But I guess we'll find out on tomorrow's reading if this is going to stay with us. But I think let's pull a clarification card. Yeah? Let's see where the money is actually good. Let's see. Where's our money good? What's making us money on Saturday? What's good? I mean, gosh, with a Wheel of Fortune in the money position, let me just say again, go do something. On Saturday. It may not be a great day for love, but it's a great day for money. Buy a lotto ticket. Pay extra for the Powerball. All right. Justice on a Saturday. Look at these like major arcana cards just popping up for Saturday. Saturday's going to be a pretty interesting day. Let's see. Saturday. Justice. What else do we have? How are we making money? Another major arcana card. And it's the upside down Hierophant. Oh, I'm sorry, Hermit. I said Hierophant again. Upside down Hermit. So don't be a hermit. You have to get out. This is something that you're not gonna make a lot of money from sitting around and chilling. You're gonna have to get out and do something. Let's pull another card. One more. Can we get some specifics, please, before I break out the books for these folks? What do we got? Ace of Swords. What are you starting on Saturday? I know what I'm starting. I'm launching this channel on Saturday. Saturday. Look at that. A One of Swords on the first day of September. Let's check it out. Bum, bum, bum. This way. Where are you, Justice? All right. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's just look directly at a few things. I think that whatever you're going to be doing is going to be coming from pretty much an artistic kind of thing. through self-expression. You might be rejuvenating something that you've done in the past that you didn't really make a lot of money off of before, but now you're actually making some money off of it, or you have the opportunity to. And it could correct some other problem areas as well. The energy is good for actually taking your old ideas and kind of perfecting them, or a new idea that you have that you're just starting and you're trying to work on. So before I start reading anything, I'm just kind of looking through here before I get real specific. I think maybe papers, let's kind of paperwork kind of things, work and career. Let's see. No, probably not a good idea to be working on Saturday if you work at a job where you punch time clock, because at your work, in a job related kind of area, I'm looking here and it's kind of saying that someone's going to displease you. It says they're going to unearth hidden insecurities and make you feel like your work is inferior or that your job is in jeopardy. But that's just how the energy is affecting them. Don't let that energy affect you in this way. The energy for justice here on this day is really, really good for you making things work with, in an environment that you set up where you can express yourself and have freedom of expression. Okay, let's see. What else have we got here? Okay, so as a lot of us coming out, like for those of us who work for ourselves and even those who have day jobs, everybody's kind of feeling a little pinch in their pocketbook. With the Mercury retrograde and the other stuff that we've had going on lately, it's kind of been, slow going with the cash and the income kind of thing. I mean, doesn't it seem like, you've been making money and you're like, where's it going? Oh, well, it had been so long since I really made good money that it was already spent before because I already owed it by the time I made it. So I see us coming out of that now, but you may be wondering where your next dollar is going to come from, but I think your finances are about to improve. This is really looking good. Let's see. Everybody, the energy is looking good for making money. It's like this whole big cycle has just come to an end, and this new cycle is starting. And you know what? In this new cycle, I also see here, when I'm starting to look here at the Hermit card, if you don't get off of your butt, okay, like this channel is not politically incorrect. Get off your ass. No, wait, it is politically incorrect. Get off your ass. Go out and make it happen. Don't be a hermit. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and look. I want to take you into this energy just for a minute. Oh, look, it opened right to it. See that? It wants you to see unions, really. So you're going to bridge some estrangements. Special communication being implemented. Your finances, receiving money for work well done. When I was looking at this card over here and I thought about things, I think I even mentioned it, things that you've done in the past that you might be fixing up on. I think that's really something that's gonna have good energy on Saturday, for all of us. Let's see. If you do go out and you do try and make some money and you do make a little bit, you'll have enough to get what you need, maybe pick up something else and still have a little bit left over. And that is good for all of us because everybody knows, especially on the weekend, that's where we spend a lot of our money. I mean, during the week, yeah, we pay bills and everything, but on the weekend, we tend to get that barbecue, go out to a friend's house, maybe pick up a few beers or whatever it is that we do for the weekend. That's where money gets spent, especially if you're going to the movies lately. Oh my God, movie tickets are so expensive. So it's almost like, hey, if I like to go to the movies, I need a part-time job. Let's see. Yeah, it's just, it's really, it's really telling me that you're going to get what you're looking for. We all will if we get off our butt and go do it. Now let's talk about, sorry, my cameraman just totally sneezed. Bless you. Let's see. Let's move on to the Ace of Swords, because I'd really like to see where this money is coming from. That's why I pulled these cards. So let's pull this out here. Don't make me break out the old book, because I will break out the old book and we'll check it out. I love doing these with the books. Whenever you pull it out of a book, it doesn't seem like you're pulling it out of your ass. So I could sit here and tell you what I think the cards say all day long, but if I legitimize it with this book, and maybe the book will say something that I've missed, you know? So it looks like this energy is going to carry over into winter. So this energy that we're going to be feeling on Saturday, and what we start, this money thing, it's going to be carrying over into winter, maybe December, January, February, because generally ones, they of course mean that something's going to be starting, or is in the beginning stages. So let's see. The tension and the anxiety, these explosive situations that have gone on, because God knows we've all had craziness happening. Could really be good. You know, this isn't on the energy for your love life, but remember we talked about if you do meet somebody, things could be kind of stifled, or you won't get off on the right foot. I'm feeling that someone, you or someone that likes you, might actually plan a smooch on you, kind of give you a kiss, or let them know let you know that they like you, but the hookup isn't going to happen Saturday. The initial spark may happen, but I just don't see you guys hooking up with someone, or any of us hooking up with someone new for sure, unless it's just humble beginnings. Let's see. You know, again, this card is kind of telling me, and what it says here, like, look at this, work and career. Someone's going to express an interest in the work that you do or have done. They could also express an interest in you. This is kind of all tying together. Where are we going with this energy, people? Saturday. Let's see. Now that song is going to be stuck in my head all day. Because I'm trying to get these out to you guys early, because it is now like almost 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm a night person, so I'm gonna, let's see. Strong emotions brought about by business and or romantic involvement, marriage, partnership. Let's see. Oh, there. Oh, come here, Jack. I love you too. Sorry, I had to get some chai tea in me for a second. Let's see. Yeah, again, it's saying the tensions are going to ease off because you're going to make some money. What is this? A new career direction will arrive. Good fortune through a friend or admirer. That's bringing me right back to this again. It could be that this person that, or this energy actually, that we're feeling could be something that you have to work on. It could be something that's not happening, because it could be somebody that's related with your work. Ooh, relationships and romance in the workplace. Let's see how this works out. We're still looking at money. New career direction. Fortune will come through a friend or admirer. Purchasing a gift for a friend or a relative. That's talking about spending money. Inheritance. Maybe See, again, you're going to make a decision to act on or move into a less problematic environment or situation, to let the business problem ride, not force the issue. And again, in, where was it at? In finances, there's tension, but, and you're sick of hearing, you know, like the checks in the mail kind of thing, but I think there really is a check in the mail. How interesting is that? Okay. A lover and or a business emissary could speak in your behalf. Guys, there is love in the workplace in Saturday's reading. There you go. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to this. Let's figure out what's going on here with this guy. This is your friends. So, if it's a workplace romance that's cooking out there, if that's what the energy is for everybody, then possibly it's somebody who's a friend already or somebody that you already know. Okay, that's it. I'm breaking out the old book. This book is so old, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's been chewed up by the dogs. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this book before. It doesn't even have a back on it. It's all taped up. This is the first book that I learned on. It's really cool. Look at the tape. It's all chewed. It's so old. I have had this book. I think I've had this book probably for, gosh, I want to say 20 years or more. But yeah, it's a great book. It's got the little pinhole burns and all kinds of stuff. It's all taped up. Okay, let's check it out. Because whenever a card is upside down, a lot of people, when they read these readings and they do readings for you, they'll look and they'll say, oh, well, this one is, this card is upside down, but it doesn't really mean anything. It's just blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not true. The card's upside down for a reading. I mean, for a reason. And if what position the card is in doesn't matter, then it wouldn't have a top and a bottom. Because sometimes the energies are different. You may have like the same general purpose or the same general idea, but upside down means something different for a reason. So let's look at it. I love this book because it will just throw it right out there in your face. It doesn't care. It's like me. It'll drop. Okay, it's not dropping any F-bombs on you, which I might do, depending on what's in the reading. But it's, I don't know, it gives you like these little rhymes and stuff. I mean, you'll really like it. You should check it out. Okay, let's see. Apprehension creates an insecure feeling. This is with your friends. Remember, this card is about friends. Okay, and the energy that's with them for Saturday. Apprehension creates an insecure feeling. Insecurity brings the storm. Some fears end and some are born. What's going on here? Control your emotion. Quarrels or jealousy will not solve your problems. Easy now. Force or pressure could ruin all your plans. It might help if you thought about it more. And a slight adjustment could change everything. And you know what? That's what this card said in the very beginning. Remember, whenever I first looked at it, before I pulled out a book or anything, when we first started talking about it, we said that it's something that you're going to need to think about, something you're going to work on or whatever. This guy. Okay. Let's check this out. Sagittarius. Hey, remember this said winter, like December to February? Okay, so this is pulling out Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. So I really think that we're right on with that. There's no other cards in relation to it in here. Okay, so let's go and pull directly. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. Dun, dun, dun. What do we got here? Here we go. Now, generally when an 8 appears in your reading, to me, a lot of times it can be like double fruition. It can be what, like, I call it the Jesus number, the Ogdoad, because I'm all into the numerology of things and the geomancy and the gematria and these kinds of things. I'm really sensing, though, that you're going to have a positive change of mind, like a positive mental status change. Because like I see this a lot as work, you know, like whenever I see eights, and I've been doing readings for, gosh, I don't want to give away my age, but I'm just going to say a long ass time. And man, generally whenever I see the Eight of Wands in the reading, you're working on something. You're having to do a lot of work, either emotional work, mental work, work at your job. So let's check this out. Focusing on expansion, movement, time spent away from home, romance, meetings, gatherings. Of course, we know it's Saturday, so that's going to be the energy too. New opportunities, long distance communications. Branching out on your own. Positive time for romance. Significant love affair could begin, or a warm, enchanting one, huh? Let's see. You're going to be charmed by an admirer or two. Hey, remember I was telling you that maybe someone was going to lay a smooch on you, and it's going to be involved with work or your money, because that's really weird. Please don't pay for smooches. Please don't pay for sex. Just don't. Okay, a romantic introduction. See, now these cards are just coming right back at us with this card again. So far, everything that we've talked about in the reading, the next card has kind of confirmed it, and that's really good when that happens. That means that we're right on track with each other. Let me see. Oh, my glasses are itching me. What have we got? Your friends. Others. Someone will cause you to make changes in your thinking or current plans. And it's going to be a positive development. Hey, I was just saying that, right? Let's see. And a better arrangement will be made. Let's give it to me. Okay. You won't be able to get what you want in the relationship. If you try to go for what you want in this relationship, it says, you know, on Saturday, it says that a business loss or a setback is indicated. Ooh. Are you going to a business party? Don't be making out with anybody in the coffee room, because you could get fired. I just don't see that happening though, because this guy being in the upright position, it's really strong for me. Ooh, I told you. It says we'll have a healthy sex life, sexual release for encounter. That's that encounter or whatever that we were talking about again. I may, like right here at the end, go ahead and give you guys, we might pull out some clarification cards for this, because I'm just so interested. So let's see. Visitors. You're going to have visitors or callers? Let's see. Expect good news concerning your finances. We already discussed that. And a business opportunity could come in over the phone, long distance. Hey, another card that we were talking about said, we said that a while ago about long distance calls. Remember? While ago, down, in case you're from up north, while ago means a while ago down here in Texas. So, while ago we were talking about that. Pressure to get things done, activities, responsibilities that you have to see. Is there some kind of business meeting or like business party or something? Maybe that's what's happening for a lot of people on Saturday. Is Saturday some day that I don't know about? Is it some kind of holiday? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it says like in the past we're coming out of this that was having you be dissatisfied with your business and your love life because it wasn't going well, it wasn't enough, or it wasn't what you wanted or what you thought it would be. So, but it says here that the Saturday energy here, it says unhappiness, displeasure, and feeling alone is going to come to an end. So I think we really are let's get down here to the bottom of this page real quick, and then we're going to move over here and look at the Hierophant, okay? I might pull out both books real quick and do that. I'm going to try and keep this reading under 40 minutes, so because this is for the day. Now, here we go. Becoming stagnation, special guidance. You're approaching your goal, but your affairs aren't completely set, decided, or determined. Remember, I told you we need to wait, we need to work on it, we need to plan it out, proceed cautiously, make sure we're making the right decisions. But it says you don't need to be anxious about your affairs. The universe, it knows what you're in need of. What you want has already been established, is what this card basically says, and that you're going to be led into something, or something is going to come to you, and this is going to be through your friends. So who do you know? Because like we were just reading in another card, and we were talking about like you were going to have an opportunity that came to you through friends. So maybe this Saturday energy is going to be helping people to help their friends, and their friends to help them, which is always good. I mean, the more the better, you know, the more people the better. Two heads are better than one and all that. It's really hard to get a lot of things established by yourself, especially if you're an artist, and this is talking about doing like expressing yourself through your work. I mean, we could all be an artist. I mean, you could be someone who works on cars or car engines, and you've been working on this really sweet ride for a while now, and you've got this engine that's just humming and it's great. This beautiful muscle car, or this brand new tuner car, or whatever it is that you've been working on, and it's like a work of art. So think about it. You don't have to be painting a painting or recording with Metallica to be an artist. So, okay, I said Metallica. I'm totally giving away my age and my musical choices. And not so much that I like Metallica as much now, since they ran out of Dave's songs. Let's see. Was a Megadeth joke. For you people who are my age, you probably caught on to that. Let's see. And again, remember whenever we were talking here, I was like, get off your butt. It says that on Saturday, we really need to be taking more responsibility and initiative and be accountable for our results. Leave your home if necessary. Isn't that what I told you? But this card's telling you that too. Leave your home if necessary. Do some shopping around. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Make yourself more available to others. So your friends. Who's invited out by the friends this weekend? Go. Let's see. And here again, like we were talking about earlier, this may set something in motion. Something's going to get set in motion, and it won't be thoroughly grounded or settled down or whatever, but the new conditions will eventually lead to success. And so I'm thinking this has got to do, and it's even bleeding through into the friend thing. So we're gonna put these aside for a second. We're gonna focus on this Hierophant for the next minute and a half. See what we got. Make it quick. Show us this interesting, elusive energy about our love life through this Hierophant on Saturday, September 1st. Show us the energy Saturday is going to be putting into our love life. See, we're even cutting to the Arcana cards. Bum, bum, bum. They're trying to just jump all out. They're trying to tell us something. They want to get turned around. Remember what we were talking about how the cards upside down means one thing, right side up means another. I don't know how intuitive you guys are or how much you know about tarot, but I just wanted to share that with you. And we've got another wand happening on the bottom. I mean, we've got another one happening on the bottom here. Let's see. Oh, did you see that one pop open? What we got here? Decision. Two can mean reconciliation. Pull this. Uh-oh. You better be careful. This is another 2. Be reconciling with your ex, maybe? Somebody that you had to go around with before, or somebody who was a friend that you liked at work, but y'all didn't hook up because you worked together. I don't know. This energy of reconciliation here, these 2s. I mean, come on, we pulled out 2 2s in a row. Oh, that's moving too much. I'm just going to pull out another arcana. It's not ready. Let's get another shuffle here. Sorry, my hands are like super small. So. Ooh, this bottom card is really telling. It shows us here that, you know, the Tower generally means like you're out of control. Things are. This is the Untower. It seems simple, but if you think about things on a relative basis, it kind of makes sense. And there it is, the One of Cups. Remember I said it could start, the relationship here could start. Doing the old lady face when I'm looking down at the cards. Sorry. Let's see. Let's just look at, I'm going to pull out this just for the 1 here right now. We're going to go backwards across the cards here because I think everything's going to pan out if we look this way. Beginning of all good things, love, joy, health. Joy within the home and heart. Blessings come with this new start. That's again talking about, because whenever we laid these down on these 2 2s, and like I said, 2s to me, they kind of mean like they mean reconciliation. They also kind of can mean like a waiting period, because like, you know, if you're looking at it from a numerology standpoint, like 1 would be like you're planting the seed. 2, you're waiting. 3, you know, kind of like hand of God, the energy comes down and the plant grows. And then 4, you're harvesting, you're making money off of it. So, or you're making, you know, you're reaping back from it. Make a decision. This is interesting. Those of you who are having relationship issues, you may be having to make a decision. This energy is good for you to make a decision right now to unmarry. And maybe reconcile with someone you were with before, or start brand new. Which doesn't mean that you couldn't start brand new with them, but generally whenever it's like a cyclical rebeginning, it's a 10 and not a 1. So this might really show you letting go. It could even show you reconciling with your, or the energy to reconcile with someone that you were broke up from and actually start something new together. And somehow they're tied to your work. All of us, the energy that we're getting on Saturday. Oh, Saturday's going to be interesting. Let's see. Changes in affairs, result in happiness for all concerned, making a new start, attending small details, the start of a love affair. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it says. So, that's interesting. So, if you hook up, let's get this straight. Here's the energy, so let's lay it out. I don't think we need this. With love, if you make this decision to reconcile, the energy for reconciliation is going to be available for you to use and benefit from on Saturday. If you need to break off what you had that wasn't working, that energy's there for you. If you want to reconcile because you figured out a way to make it work, that energy is there for you. And starting new, this energy is there for you. And I think it's also because we're not in retrograde anymore. We're starting up like I think, what was it, like the 26th, 27th area, whenever we were having that, we were just coming out of the Pisces moon. And of course this is cup, we're talking about these cups here. I think that's giving us a really good push for beginning new things again, because like there's actually 2 ones in this reading. A One of Swords, which cuts through all the bullshit. There I go again, told ya. I am not politically correct, and I'm not G-rated, so this is a reading for grown-ups. It just feels so connected to the work. I don't know why. And what I think is really interesting here with this setup here, these 3 cards, and you put them in whatever order you feel like you need to, because they're all talking about the energy of this day. You're looking at the Justice card, right? So this is justice. You're getting what you work for. Get off your ass. That is your financial advice. And of course, it's always good to have a 1 whenever you're trying to start a business, or whenever we're coming out of retrograde, you're trying to fix everything and start new. This is great. The get off your butt thing is really great. And justice, well, like, who doesn't want what they worked for? So that's good. And the Wheel of Fortune being the card that was really on my mind, and on the top is like right here in the middle for your finances. You can't look for a better opportunity. It's just so weird that it's happening on a Saturday, and you know that's a weekend, and most people aren't working. It just really puts you towards. It kind of gives us so much more freedom for the money that we're making to come from something artistic, or something that we do as a hobby, something that we love to do, and it's not going to seem like work to you, because we talked about that from the beginning of how this feels like a release from the work tensions. So let's sum up. Energy for today on Saturday, Saturn Day, the 1st of September. The energy for today. You're going to have an opportunity. Someone may even give you a smooch to hook up with somebody that's somehow connected with your work, and your friends are somehow connected in with that too. So maybe it could be some of your work friends. You could be going to some kind of work party. Let me say that again. And then I think for finance, we're really going to find that whatever it is that we're doing has a very good probability and good energy for income for us. So as we're finishing up here, I would just like to say that I appreciate y'all being with me for my very first reading online for the Shay Show. And I'd like to invite all over to the website. It's at www.themagicshop, M-A-G-I-C-K, because we spell it with a K, because we're talking about real magic, not sleight of hand crap. And the Magic Shop, S-H-O-P-P-E, like the old time shop. And it's .online. So it's the Magic Shop online. And you can check the link below, check that out. And please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a series of other videos for each week. We'll have a water sign, an air sign, an earth sign, and an air sign reading. And we'll really like to have those pretty in-depth. I will start offering private readings later this month, but like I said, this is my very first video. So thank you for being with me. I appreciate it. I've gone a little bit over. We're at like 49 minutes. So Thanks for hanging in there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great Saturday.